Hey, what is up, everybody? MonkeyPuzzle here, and this is gonna be finally episode number 16, playing ARK Aberration on the IronMine community server. I'm just up here tending to my little botanical garden in my greenhouse. But today, the goal is that we are gonna go to the surface finally. We're gonna see what's upstairs, what's outside. I have a fair idea. I have to admit, I have watched a few of my server mates do it on video, but I haven't done it myself. And I'm going to do it in a way that I have not seen yet, and that I'm going to bring... Ooh, you're a nice colored Diplocolus. Well, it looks like I need some water. I should make sure I have everything I need for this. I haven't double-checked yet, but I haven't seen anybody go up there with land dinos yet, because it is pretty tricky to get up there. We'll go check it out in a second. I have showed you, I did start one episode in the spot where we're going to be going up that way in the blue zone, that little tunnely entrance, but we'll talk about that in a second when we get there. But I'm going to take megalos there, this crew right here, which I have not seen anybody do. I've seen people go up there with drakes. I've seen people take ravagers up there in zip lines. You know, all the entrances are very high up on ledges, so it's tricky. And that guy should have eaten before he started this video. I got to get him to do that. Next, he'll be going to the bathroom. Anyway, yeah, I've been busy breeding the megalo army of my Meganauts, the highest level ones I've come up with so far. That's what their name is, and they're coming out with about, I think, 8,800 health and 466 melee. I've got the stats in here. Oh no, 9,600 health is what I'm coming out with. 466 melee, pretty decent stamina too. Weight is never that good. Stevie apparently has them coming out close to 13 or 14,000, so definitely gonna have to do some interbreeding with him, and I'll get my Meganauts 2.0 Mark II. But one of the things I have been using them for is, in a recent attempt at a video, I took them down to the Drake Trench with BLP and actually left 5 of them in the Drake Trench. The last video I put up was actually a stream I did with Arahli, where we went and got our first rock drakes together, which are pretty cool. And now the one that I got on that one, there's Unhitch, did not make it to this one. The next day, Arahli convinced me to go ahead and take that Drake, which was a 102, I think I had at the end of that stream, and tried to get another egg with it. Well, in the process, I lost that Drake, but I did manage to come out with a 114 out of my death bag at the end. So that's this one, and the name Roku was suggested in the stream, which was the name of the avatar before Aang, which I was definitely down with that name. And so this is Roku 2. And then when I went there with BLP the other day and with the Meganauts, I managed to get another 102, which is this one. So they're both hatched. This one's more leveled up than that one. But I was gonna put up that video I did with BLP, but I ended up with 3 hours of footage, and I just didn't feel like wading through it to show you all the trial and error again, because I'd kind of done that, although twice as long, over in the stream with Arahli and Witman. So I didn't do that. I'm going to do some more Drake hunting, some more Drake egg hunting, and I'm going to show you that, and hopefully it'll be a little less derpage than happened in the last 2 times, and instead more of lessons learned. We'll see. You can never guarantee. But I found that trying to take these guys into the Drake Trench, I'm going to need to get a lot better at it. I'm going to get out of here. That's a first example. See if I can open the doors here and get outside. So there's a real art form to using these guys, and I can't say that I have mastered it yet. They glide, but the angle you glide at is pretty critical. If you go too high, they slow and stall. The lower you point down, the faster you go. And whoop, I was hoping to get the reticule to pounce over here. which I'll show you that in a second. I like that it takes a lot of skill to use these guys. Woo! See, I got the little hit marker, the reticule there, and if you press left click at that point, it gives you that little turbo boost, the little afterburners that are hidden in their feathers. But I was saying, I like that it's tricky to use them, because it's not like the normal ARK guys that you can just point and go. It's more akin to using the Griffin, but the mechanics do not translate exactly. And also this mechanic of clinging to things is pretty cool, but it is also tricky to use that. And in the Drake Trench, where there's all these different crenulated surfaces pointing every which way, it can get very hard to navigate around. So these guys, they run out of stamina really quickly, so pumping stamina initially is really important. I'm going to give this guy a little bit more health now to avoid losing it. I got up to 2,000. I've heard getting up to 3,000 is even more ideal. Right now you can see up in my upper right corner there's a little claw symbol right after the food and the fist bump. That one is telling me that I'm clinging to things. If you right click, that goes away, and now I'm just sitting here by quote-unquote gravity. If I was hanging upside down, I would have fallen, but you don't regain stam while that's clicked. So, and there's probably more mechanics to it that I'm not mentioning. You know, there's gaining speed with the dive. I gotta stop ending up under the water. So yeah, I'm gonna be practicing. We need a server driver ed school for Rock Drake flying, and I'm going to be practicing. But yeah, I got to get my confidence up again. It was not a confidence building experience last time I tried to get a Drake egg with it. So I have another plan for a Drake egg that is a hybrid of a lot of the plans. Yeah, this part gets tricky now. How to point it in the right direction to go how you want. Some people say they like it better in first person. I find that confusing. Most things... Oh, I remember what I haven't shown you. Most things ignore you when you're on a Drake. It's kind of like going around as a crab. So the only things I found so far that attack you are crabs and other Drakes and the Nameless, because they attack everything. Now, if you press the C key, you go into Predator Camouflage mode. And when you're like that, even the Drakes won't attack you, but it does eat up stamina very, very quickly. So I take that off and take the claw off to get my stamina back up. And if you run out of stamina while you're flying, then you will just plummet wherever you're at. So don't do that over a pink element pool or anywhere else. The camouflage does not matter if you've stolen a Drake egg, though, so it won't get you out of a bind in that situation. Whoop. Alright, third time in the water on camera. And my feathers are sticking up on my head here. That's supposed to mean there's actually a Reaper around here somewhere. But if there is, this is not a good place for it to be. It has not come up, so this is not a place where a Reaper would normally be, so that's confusing to me. But hopefully I don't encounter it here. But if I had these guys with me, it wouldn't be a problem. So anyway, I'm going to take these 3 megalos with me today. We're going to go to the surface, like I said. You guys are very excited about it. They're all cheering each other on. Got to make sure that they're all leveled up properly. So I got up to 20,000 health with these guys, and then I'm going up in melee. That's my little leveling up strategy. This one, I actually changed the color on. Sort of akin to dyeing it, but we actually added to the server this Dino Colorizer mod because, at least for me, I'm not the kind of guy who brags about color mutations. It's not what I'm going for. I'm going for stats. And the dyes actually don't work too well on the dinos, like getting a nice black. So we went ahead and added this Dino Colorizer mod thing here, and then you can actually click on these guys and change their color region. So I do not, if you use this, you then, you know, negate bragging rights about getting color mutations. But again, I don't do that. I just wanted to dye this guy so that I could tell the pack leader apart from the other ones, because all my Meganauts are the same color. And when you're in a pinch, yeah, this guy's getting stuck. And when you're in a pinch trying to jump on your pack leader when something's attacking you, it's can be a real problem if they all look the same. So anyway, let me get these guys all out of here. I'm gonna get out of being stuck. I'm gonna top off my food and my water and do one last check. Make sure we have everything we need to go to the surface, and then we'll head there and I'll show you the way, just so you know. Okay, fine. Go ahead. So see you in a second. Alright, I think I'm all prepared. You never know until you get there. Got these guys all cleaned out because their weakness is they don't have much weight, and the goodies on the surface that we're going for are all pretty heavy. We're going for things like oil and obsidian and those kind of goodies that are pretty rare on the rest of the map. So I gotta make sure I keep all 5 of these guys with me all the time. But I found that going up this way is the quickest way. So I'm basically headed due east on the map. Right now I'm there, sort of towards the top middle of the blue zone, and then the coordinates I'm coming from are 3668. You know, the greenhouse is a little further back behind me. So I'll show you the coords once we get there. But we are running a little bit late. There's some stuff where the day and night cycles shift quite a bit with depending on what day it is. I'm gonna have to fight this guy. Might as well get it over with. Hopefully you're not a very good level. Be added to my breeding program. No, you're not. But just looking, pressing H real quick, you can see right now the time is 18:28 and it is day 320. So the first 3 or 4 days of the week, not of the week, but see, ones that are like 0, 1, and 2, somewhere around there, they are 50-50 as far as day being 50%, night being 50%. And then in the middle of the of 0 through 9, at the ends of the numbers of the days, then it's going to be 90% day and 10% night. And then the ones that end with 7, 8, and 9, it's 90% night and 10% day. And that's really what you want, because the daytime up on the surface is absolutely intolerable. It is deadly hot, and not just like scorched earth hot, but really, really hot. So you just can't survive at that point. So we can only go up there at night. So I am running a little late, and already I feel like I've gotten turned around here. Move your tail, son. Yes. I even scoped it out to make sure that I knew the way for, but it all gets so confusing up here. Actually, I think it's here. If not, I'll go back and start again. Alright, here we are. I didn't go that far astray. This is where we want to go to. You can see there's some bright light coming this way. It's kind of a sign. It's really coming from those crystals, but it's sort of an indicator of the bright light that you'll get from the daytime up this way. So here we go. After this guy stops being happy about that. So a fellow named James has started a metal base here, and this is sort of an outpost on the way to the surface. He's got that gate there apparently to keep reapers from coming through and wrecking his base, which has been a problem for him. So I guess Reapers can make it down all the way down this way. Now I think the ones that we definitely will encounter up there are going to be the Reaper Kings and not the Reaper Queens, which are found lower in the rad zone. Now I'm no expert on that, but that's what I've come to understand. So here is the ramp I've made. So you can see it's pretty high up there. I wanted to make something a little bit more elegant than this, but it works. James had started this thing that kind of wove along the side there and was going to switch back and forth and stuff, but that was going to be a ton of work and a ton of materials with days to make sort of an art project out of it. And then if it was all switchbacky, it'd be really hard to lead these guys up all at once in this train. So all I did was basically put a line of foundations going along the line I wanted here. You can see the floor slopes a lot, so if the ramp went down that way, it would have to be considerably longer. Like, I thought this didn't look as, when I first looked at it, it didn't look as tall as it turned out to be. A little bit of difference in this floor could have made quite a difference in the amount of materials used. So I tried to pick the line that was as level as I could pick. It's not exactly level. The S Plus foundations did allow me to stack a little bit to get across here, and James was afraid I was going to kill some of these bone spawns, but apparently they're not killing the spawns in here at all. As a matter of fact, this rock has respawned right on top of here. I did not try with vanilla foundations, something I should actually try, because some folks said that you're actually not able to build in here, which I wasn't aware of. Let's see if I can make a vanilla foundation. I don't think I have the stuff to make it. I'm missing thatch and wood, so I'm not going to be able to. That's not vanilla anyway. That is. I'm not able to pull it. So yeah, I can't test that today. If you know, put it down in the comments. While I'm looking in here, I actually realized that I should make some sleeping bags. I can make 8. Let's make 4. We'll leave 2 down here, and we'll keep 2 on us to put down on the surface, just in case we get into a bind. So I'm gonna skip forward real quick till that's done crafting. All right, so while I was doing that, I also demolished a couple things, and this is a vanilla foundation, so apparently you can place them. So I'm not exploiting by using S Plus to do this, so that's good to know. And I don't see why not. I mean, you should be able to ramp up to the surface. I don't see why that should be a problem, but you know how Wildcard is. Anyway, we're gonna go up and do this. Let's go ahead and put just a couple sleeping bags here just in case. I did forget to bring some torches to mark the upstairs there. Hopefully we'll have to look for landmarks real quick so we don't lose our spot and are able to come back here before daylight. But one last thing I wanted to say is that I used vanilla ramps because they're steeper. The S Plus ramps have a lower incline. It's the same as the sloped roof, and I wouldn't actually been able to make this. I would have hit the wall over here before it was done. And then, yeah, I'm just using the thing where if there are foundations continuously underneath on the same grid, then the ramps are able to float as if they're going over an interior surface and creating a roof there. So I have not gone onto the surface yet. These guys are acting really funny on the ramp here. So that's just how it is. We're embedded. They probably didn't need to be metal. They just only needed to be stone, but there is no stone vanilla ramp. So this is what it had to be. But we've made it up here. When I was building, this whole area was completely flame. Up here, we got more bones up here. Big metal thing. So here I am, guys, on the surface for the first time. If we see a Reaper, we are not going to run. And we need our light on for the Reaper. And we need our light off for the Seekers, but the Seekers are suckers, so we can probably kill them without turning our light off. And there goes the first Reaper, without a scream and without a run, because I've got my Meganauts. So very good, guys. We got some action straight off. So let me see. So oh, here comes another one. Just looking for our landmark to get back. Oh, these guys are stuck on each other. That's not good. So you gotta come into the huddle here, guys. There we go. So what level are you? That's a level 6 Surface Reaper King. Not very high. So we're just gonna come up here and tear up. I don't know if I got that from the Reaper King or from the Seekers, but we're doing all right here. Doing okay. So gotta look around and see what this place has to offer. Wow, there sure are a lot of these guys, and they're very scary looking. That guy's a level 18. I didn't see what the first one was, and I will when I look back on the video. Nothing very high level yet. I did have some question whether or not these guys were going to be able to handle them, but it seems like we got this. So I know from Cracker's video, Crackers and the Arahli are the only ones I've watched so far coming up to the surface. Nobody else. And this entrance right here is 3283. Still trying to make sure I remember it. We got that cross piece of the metal up there. I probably won't go too far today anyway, but apparently this is where the best drops are. So let's go ahead and get us some oil. See how much we get from one of these. Be interesting if we could get an Anki up here. So I got 24 oil. So I'm going to start filling these guys up. Ooh, we got a little snap back there. Okay, so we're going to keep oil, dump stone, and then, you know, now that we've been up here, we can farm. I'm not going to do the big farming right now, because right now we're just checking stuff out. So I'm just curious what I should check out. Seen something going on over here. Now this stuff, I'm pretty sure, we take care of that Seeker, and they are able to grab the Seekers too. So these guys have the highest melee, I think, of any dino on Aberration. At least the best DPS, highest base melee. So they're able to handle things pretty well. They're better than Ravagers, even though Ravagers are pretty good. We could turn the light off to make it easier for them. Take care of that. The Seekers have a buff when the light is on. But anyway, yeah, and then Drakes are a little squishy too. I'm pretty sure that is element ore. So that is our gateway to element. That's pretty cool. It's all purple. We have found this before down in the rad zone. So that's cool. Let's go on this way. We got obsidian here, clearly. I'm a little afraid of getting lost. Oh, now we got two of them. What we have not tested against is an Alpha Reaper. I'm not sure if that is one or not. Make sure we get everybody up here. That knockback is pretty good. What are you? You're a 36 King. Are you an Alpha? Or are you just kind of red? He's not Alpha as far as I can tell. No. And this is the thing that's annoying about the Megalos. Forces me to have to get off here in this scary, scary place. Come here, man. Go. Alright, so that's still where we want to get back to. I guess I was seeing this dust here and trying to see if it was something. I know the Reaper Kings do have sort of a dust tail. Got another Seeker coming. I guess some of the rocks just have dust coming off them. It's just an effect. Alright, so which way should I go? There looked like there was an opening out over this way. So I think I have until about 5 in the morning. So we got about 5 more in-game hours before the witching hour, before things get too high. Okay, here's another Reaper. Level are you? 54. Ooh. Oh, and we got acid burn from that one. So they do have that to affect us. And the effect is kind of glitching out there. Now it's gone, hopefully. I have a hazard suit on. The effect is back again. Hazard suit's doing alright. Oh, is it just the spot? Okay. The spot is giving us acid burn. Not the... I thought it was from the Reaper. Unless, oh, we're on top of a Reaper. There's a lot of these guys. If you weren't killing these guys, you would be doing a lot of running. We still have yet to test our teeth against a super high level one. You guys are stuck again. Wish they didn't do that. That could get us in trouble at some point if we end up solo against like a really high level or alpha one. And those guys can't come to my aid because they're stuck. Still sticking close. Like I said, I meant to bring torches that I forgot so that we could see our way back or leave a little trail. But I'm just not going to go very far this time till I can make sure we have some landmarks. We got 2 of these guys now. They're running away. Hopefully that doesn't mean something even scarier is coming. Come on, guys, get unstuck. Alright, so we were lucky enough to be able to handle those guys. Here's another one. My dudes are stuck. Come on. That is definitely our Achilles heel there. He's getting stuck on each other. I don't know what happened to that guy. He was right here. Whoa! Projectiles. A little venom. Slow us down. Okay, let's move this time. Now we know that the acid is localized to a spot. Starting to see a little damage on my Meganaut, but not too bad. Follow this little corridor for a ways. Plenty of metal up here. Oh, look at that! We got a Christmas Reaper. I'm stuck, but he'll come to us hopefully. Christmas Reapers must die. Sorry, Christmas is over. I think I've seen that one chase people before. I think so far there has not been a ton of Reaper killing happening. Okay, so we have our first real obelisk that we've seen here. Oh, and let's just take a moment to appreciate while I starve. Take care of my needs so I can enjoy the scenery. Ooh. We need a nice screenshot. Show the family back home that we made it up here. That might be the one. Where'd he go? I hear him. Hello. Alright, these guys are working out well. And they're only going to level up more. This corridor is the way I want to go back to that pointy rock. So I'm not going to leave that corridor at the moment because I will get lost. Plenty of charge stations up here. Oh boy. Yeah, we're not going to go far. Because Again, I do not want to lose my way. In fact, this might be pretty good for this adventure. So I can come back with some sort of markers. Because if I go past here, I will have multiple turns to remember. And as safe as we're doing, I'm still getting the heebie-jeebies. That being down here. I do not want to push my luck. Wonder if we killed him or he just hid. Alright, we're gonna go as far as the obelisk here. I know I do have my HUD off, which annoys some people, but just trying to catch those good screenshots. I do seem to be losing hunger extra quick up here. There is one drop. Oh man, do we go for the drop? Will we find our way back? Alright, I'm going to extend a little further. Forgo caution. We're going to go for that one drop because we have the obelisk here as our guide. And then we're coming right back. Promise. Alright, so that side of the obelisk. Does give my little lammy. Oh, and we have Nameless up here too. I'm not surprised. The troops are holding up. Man, no lack of things to kill here. This one's a nice blue. You could just join forces with this guy. You don't have to get killed. Alright, so, but now oil and obsidian are not going to be an issue. We did lose that drop. I'm wondering if killing a bunch of these guys are going to reduce them at all. If this is a build-up. Another Christmas Reaper. Christmas Reapers die. So, I don't see that drop anymore. I think it's time to head back. Let's make it back over there safely before we log out. I've gone as far as I feel comfortable. I'm getting heavy. Let's dump the meat. Hear that guy there. He's stuck. I'm not going to worry about him. So we're going to head back. Ooh, and that's very nice right there. Let's get the team assembled for a nice family photo. Right there. Let's do that one more time so we don't get the... Try not to get the butt shot. Let's see, let's... I'm here on the surface and I'm worried about photos, but you know... You go to the moon, you gotta bring back pictures. That might be the one, guys. Alright. Let us go. So yeah, I guess this used to be, the lore is that this used to be the surface of the Ark, and things went wrong somehow. I do not know exactly how. Let me turn that back on now. And things got pretty messed up. I'm still in K. Things got pretty messed up, and then this happened. So, pretty sure it was either here or here. Oh no. I think we went this way. And then we should get back on that corridor there. So yeah, that is the tell for a Reaper right there. Ooh! I still get some adrenaline from these guys. Oh, and dudes, come on. Don't do this stuck thing. Or that's your punishment. Hey, that one was a 102. That was pretty decent. Some folks have been starting to find some blueprints for some better hazmat suits. So I'm looking forward to making some of those. I'm still wearing the primitive. So I don't know if there's more to be found up here. I mean, I know there's the drops, which are supposed to be higher quality than the ones on the surface. So I'm definitely looking forward to getting some of those. The downside of using the megalos is that we are land-bound, of course, different than taking the Drake up here. So it's not as good for getting all the drops. I'm sure if you went up here with folks on a couple Drakes, probably still be able to take those Reaper Kings, because they don't seem too formidable, even though we were all very scared by them in the beginning. So it might be worth coming up here with a Drake and just hopping around and going to all of the ooh, look at that. All of the different drops, doing some serious drop collecting. You know, when I have enough Drakes to actually risk getting them killed, we'll check that out. We're in an ASUS spot here, so we better move on. Quite a bit of these guys appearing now. And help these guys out, so they can help me out over here. What's this, 4 or 5 Reapers? Yeah, it's starting to get down. Well, at least the vertical line of the health on this guy is gone. He does need some stamina. So we'll hang out here just long enough to get the stamina up. But I'd say, we're not back in yet, but I'd say that is a successful first adventure with these guys up here. So the quick and dirty ramp, it's not a piece of art, but it seems to be working just fine. It took me once I figured out the way I was going to do it, it took me all of 10 minutes to make this ramp, besides making, you know, the actual materials. I'm really glad to find out that it's not blocking spawns. I don't know why it isn't, but it's not, so we'll enjoy that. We still got plenty of bones and stuff. You can see all my zip lines that I used to get up there. But yeah, guys, that was it. So I'll get this guy unstuck. Got some blood on our guys. Not too bad. They have definitely become veterans already in Reaper killing. So with that, I am going to sign out for now. Thank you for watching until the end of this episode, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye, y'all.